Emotions are signals, not sentences. Welcome to episode 3, Warriors. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about emotion, and particularly something I know very well, defensiveness. Have you ever had someone say something to you and before you've even finished the sentence, you're already defending yourself? That's not what I mean. I didn't do that. I don't understand. Well, you did this. I know I have. Sometimes the reaction happens so quickly that we don't even realize we've become defensive. We just feel that immediate need to protect ourselves or someone else. And that's exactly what today's lesson is about, because I've learned something incredibly important. Emotions are signals, not sentences. What is your defensiveness trying to protect? Defensiveness isn't necessarily the problem. It's a signal. Sometimes something inside of you has just felt threatened. Maybe you feel misunderstood, judged, rejected, embarrassed, not good enough. Maybe criticism touches an old wound. Maybe being questioned makes you feel as though you have to prove yourself. And sometimes the person standing in front of you isn't actually attacking you at all. But something inside you feels attacked. There's a difference. That was a big realization for me, because when you've spent years in fight or flight, protecting yourself can become automatic. You don't stop and think, I'm feeling vulnerable right now. You defend. And once you're in defense, you're often no longer listening. We're preparing ourselves for a response. We're providing our point. And we're proving our point, We're protecting ourselves. Sometimes we're even fighting an argument that the other person wasn't actually even trying to have. The emotion is real, but pause before the conclusion. Let's say someone says, you seem distracted when I was talking to you. Immediately you feel criticized. That's a signal. But your mind might turn that feeling into, they're saying I don't care. That's the story. And now you're defending yourself. I was listening. You have no idea how much I have going on. And suddenly you're in an argument. But what if you caught yourself? What if you paused and thought, why did that make me feel so defensive? Maybe underneath the defense, I'm afraid. I'm disappointing them. That's a big difference. Now, you're not just reacting, you're observing. This is the work. The goal isn't to stop having emotions. And it isn't to become someone who never gets defensive. The work is learning to recognize the signals before the emotion writes the entire sentence. Anger might be signaling something doesn't feel right. Fear might be signaling I don't feel safe. Defensiveness might be signaling I feel attacked or misunderstood. The signal deserves your attention, but it doesn't automatically tell you the whole story. That's where the observer comes in. Instead of immediately reacting, ask, what am I feeling? What is this trying to protect? And what do I actually know to be true right now? Sometimes you'll discover there really is something you need to address. And sometimes you'll discover that today's moment touched yesterday's wound. Either way, you've learned something about yourself. Your warrior challenge for the next 24 hours. I want you to notice one defensive reaction. When you feel yourself wanting to explain, justify, attack back, or shut down, pause, take a breath, and ask, what am I defending right now? Not, how do I prove I'm right? But, what am I protecting? Your pride, your fear of rejection, your need to be understood, an old wound? Or is there genuinely a boundary that needs to be protected? Don't judge the answer. Just observe it. That's the work. Take it a bit deeper. Your episode 3 reflection pages in the below box. Use it to explore your emotional signals, especially the moment when you become defensive. Then join me for the episode 3 meditation and prayer. We're learning how to feel our emotions without allowing every emotion to decide what happens next. So remember, feel the emotion, listen to the signal, question the story, then choose your response. Observe, reflect, meditate and pray, and transform. Emotions are signals, not sentences. Keep observing, warriors. We'll see you in episode 4.